pinwheels. So the pinwheel, I used the Stampin' Up 2018-2020 In Color 6x6 paper pad. So it's got some really fun, just got the stripes and the dots, and it's got it in the solids and the lipstick and white. So let me take out a couple of pieces here, and we'll use these 3 pieces. And we're going to make 3 different size pinwheels. So what I did was I got this at the dollar store, and I filled it up with these yummy mints that melt in your mouth. And it cracks me up. You can get these at the dollar store, and they're so good. So when I go to this weekend, I'm going to a party. So I'm going to take this, and I probably add a couple more pinwheels. Kind of hides the candy a little bit, but you can still get in there and reach for it. And the pinwheels actually do spin. The girl at work today was blowing them, so she was testing them out for me. So there you go. We got a couple of 3 different sizes. So I'll show you how I did it real quick, real simple. So one pinwheel is 5.5 inch square, one is 5 inch square, and one is 4.5 inches. So let's do that first. We're going to make it 5.5 inches square. And we'll set that off to the side, and we'll make this one 5 inches. I'm going to use this piece, I think, a little bit later for the middle of my pinwheel. And this one will make 4.5 inches. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take each piece, and you have to do this to each piece, and you're going to line it up. You could let me do one other thing. Let me make the center point first. Let's get this out of the way. So I'm going to bring in a piece of grid paper. So this is the 4.5 inch piece. So I'm just going to find the center with my ruler. Here it is. Hang on a second. So I'm just going to use the grid paper to help me find the center. So this was, what did I say, 4.5 inches? So we're going to go down 2 1/4. So I want 2 1/4 there, 2 1/4 there, and I'm going to go down 2 1/4 and find my center. Let's make a little circle there. And let's see, this one was the 5 inch piece, so we want the center to be 2 1/2. Find our center. And our 5.5 inch piece. So we want 2 1/2 and 1/4. Did I do that right? Let's see. 1 2 1/2. About 2 and 1 2 3/4. 1 2 3/4. Okay, 2 3/4. Okay. Now we're going to cut each corner. Get this out of the way. So on each piece we're going to put the point of our cutter at the top, and we're going to come down and we're going to go about 1/2 inch away from the center. And you can do this with scissors if you don't want to do it with your cutter, but it's really easy to do it with a cutter. So you're going to come down to, let's see, I'm going to come down to about 3 1/2, right there. I'm going to actually pick this up and do the bottom piece. You don't have to be so exact. So we'll go down to about 3 1/2, pick it up. Okay, once that piece is done. Oop, my dot's on this side. Well, that makes it hard to see, doesn't it? A dot and all those dots. Okay, so this one, I'm going to come down to about 3. And I'm going to pick it up. So I'm just cutting the corner towards the middle, but I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch from that middle dot. So this one, I'm going to come down to about 2.5. There you go. Get that out of the way. I'm going to bring in my hole punch and punch a hole in the middle of each one of these. So I'm going to just kind of like fold it in half, but don't want to crease it. There's my little dot, and I'm just going to punch a hole. I'm going to do half of a hole so it comes out in the center. And then I think I'm going to bring in my smaller hole punch. I got a smaller one. So then what you want to do is you want to punch 1 hole in each corner, but you're going to skip. So I'm going to start here, and in the corner I'm going to punch a hole, skip and go to this one and punch a hole, skip and go to this one, and this one. So I got to do that on all of these pieces. So again, you can kind of just fold this in half and see your little mark that you marked the center. And then again, I'm going to do it on this side, it's easier to see. Punch your holes in the corner. I just think this is a fun decor piece, and the paper is perfect for it. So a lot of uses for this in color paper. Hi, Pat. You're so sweet. I won't see you for a couple of weeks. Pat comes to my Saturday morning Hobby Lobby classes that I have here in Livonia. So if any of you are in the Livonia, Canton, Ann Arbor area, come join us. We make cards every Saturday at 10 in the morning. But this week, we are having my upline and my whole team of Stampin' Up demonstrators. We're having a garage sale. So we're going to put together some of our older stamps that I think in paper and things like that, and have a nice little garage sale. So the information's on my website and on my Facebook page. So next thing we do, bring in our dimensions, and you can decide which way you want it to be. If you want the dots like that, or if you want the stripe showing. I want it this way. So what you're going to do now is you're going to put a Stampin' Dimensional on each corner where you placed the hole, below this hole and the center hole. This one I kind of goofed up the center, so we'll see how that one works. So you put a dimension on each corner underneath the hole that you did and up in between the center. Let's do this one. Let's see, which way do I want this to go? This one's going to be dots. So I think I want this one to be stripes on the outside. So I'm going to put the dimension on this side. Now, this is very quick and easy, don't you think? I know you haven't seen it all done yet, but let's put this one together. So you take off your dimension and you line the holes up. So I have to pick a hole because I think I have 2 there. Okay, get that dimension so it sticks. Line up the hole. Isn't that cute? And we'll finish that off in a second. Let's get these other ones done real quick. This would be cute too if you want to put them in your little flower pots around the yard, as long as it's not raining, obviously. Put them in a pretty little vase. But I'm going to put them in that little container with the candies. Our friends are having a party on Saturday. They live on a lake, so I'm very excited. It's supposed to be hot, so that'll be fun. And then they have the fireworks over the lake at the end of the evening. That's really nice. Okay, 2. Well, this one I didn't put dimensions on yet. Let's see, so we got the dots. I guess I'm going to do another dot. I should have done a solid one. Well, I can always add that later. I'm sure I'm going to be making more of these. Okay. I guess I didn't have to make all 3 of these to show you guys, but they're so cute. You just want to see the next step, I'm sure, which is easy, easy. I'm just lining up the holes right there, okay? Pushing down the dimensional so it sticks. So now you could just leave it like this and be done, or you could bring in a 1-inch hole punch. And I'm gonna do that. And we'll do the dots. And I think I'm actually gonna put this one on here, stripes. Okay, so now, look at, they're all the same. Bring in that hole punch one more time. Punch a hole through these. I can do all 3 at once. And now I'll show you how I put it all together. I'll just show you one. You don't have to stick around for all of them. So I'm gonna bring in the glue and put my centerpiece right there. Just glue it like that. Match up that hole again. I am going to do this red one because I want to show you that one. I think I'll do so the dots show. Okay, that just adds a little bit of extra pizzazz to the pinwheel. Then I'm going to bring in a straw, and I'm going to bring in a pipe, excuse me, a pipe cleaner. Excuse me. So I'm going to bring the pipe cleaner in, put it through the back, and then I'm going to twist this around so it doesn't fall through. So I'm kind of making like a little circle here, just twisting it around. Losing my voice, sorry. Okay, so now it's not going to come through. I'm going to bring in my straw. These are the straws that bend. And let's see here. Where are my other ones? I'll show you real quick. So on some of them, I left the whole straw so it's that long, and some of them I cut them down. So I'll show you. We'll cut this one in half. And we'll feed the pipe cleaner through. And this is it. That's all there is to this, ladies. So that kind of holds it like that. Come on, twirl. Anyways, it twirls. So you just, well, I'll do one more real quick just to show you. So we'll do this one in red. So I'm going to stick this pipe cleaner through. Well, that's that funny one. Let's do this one. Stick it through there. This one I didn't put a circle on, but that's okay. You don't need it. So I'm just kind of twisting this around in a little circle just to hold it so the pipe cleaner doesn't fall through. And I'm going to bring in a straw. This one's tighter. So again, look at all our cute. What do you think? Isn't that fun? It is fun. I like it. So very festive. So make sure you make some of these for your own family if you're having a party, or if you're going to go somewhere. You can take a little treat to them. I'm sure they'll all like it. They're just very, very cute. And again, here's our card. Next week, Wednesday, 4th of July, I won't be here, so no Facebook class. Make sure you come back the following week. I'll post all that information on my website. And remember, I'm going to have project sheets. I'll have all the sizes and the products that I used. And thank you very, very much. I think that's it for tonight. So I hope you have a very, very nice 4th of July. Happy, safe, and thank you again. Bye-bye.